Oh, okay. All right, cool. All right. So, this is Monsignor Harriman, and I'm Tom McCarthy, and I'm going to interview him today. So, just had a few questions if you wouldn't mind answering some of them.
Sure.
Okay. Where were you born, first of all?
I was actually raised in Burlingame, born in San Jose, but at age 2 the family moved to Burlingame, and our family home is still there, and that's the only home I've known.
Okay. And are your parents from Burlingame, or were
My dad was from San Francisco. My mother was from Eureka, California, so both Californians, and my dad is San Francisco.
Nice. Do you like San Francisco or Burlingame better?
They both have their qualities. Most of my priesthood's been in San Francisco, and I really like the atmosphere and the people. But Burlingame has the sun.
Yeah, and it has the burgers.
Yes,
the burgers.
and it has the burgers.
So now, let's see, career. Describe what other jobs you have besides being a priest in your life.
When I was in high school, I actually had to work my way through high school. I worked at the airport when there was just one terminal, so it's a long time ago. And I started out in the storage room, and then I worked at the coffee shop, and then eventually the snack bar. And I did that for my 4 years of high school every weekend.
That's cool. And
other things that I've done, I worked at the cemetery when I started to be a priest. I worked at Holy Cross Cemetery. Also, I had an opportunity to supervise lots of people up at camp.
Yeah,
summer camp.
Camp was fun.
Yeah.
And what was your favorite job? What did you like to do the best when...
Camp. Camp was fun. The counseling staff, we used to have a good time. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I'm sure. And I remember when we went up on our retreats and everything in 7th grade. Those were fun. Yeah. It's nice up there. And then, do you have really any regrets about doing any of the work you've done in your life, or
I really don't have any regrets. I've been very fortunate because I've only had 4 assignments as a priest been a priest for 42 years. And all my assignments have been really exciting, from Terra Linda, my first assignment, St. Isabella's. Then I was a CYO in charge of the summer camp.
Yeah, that sure was fun.
For 10 years, that was a lot of fun. Went to Thomas Apostle in Richmond, and I've been here at St. Cecilia's for 16 years now as pastor.
Would you, have you enjoyed your work overall after everything you've done?
Yeah, I think the reason I've enjoyed my work is twofold. One is I really feel that I'm called to this. I really think that God is calling me to this. The signs have been real clear about that. And secondly, there is so much variety. I get bored easily, Tom.
Yeah, definitely. No,
I really do.
Me
and
too.
So this place, these parish work and the youth work is always exciting, something different every day.
Yeah. Do you learn any life lessons that you've learned throughout your work, or anything?
Yeah, I think probably the most important thing is to try to focus on the present moment with people. When you have a busy schedule, there's a tendency when you're talking to someone to worry about the next activity that's coming up. And when you do that, it takes you away from being present to people. So I think what I've had to learn and discipline myself on is the ability to live the present moment, to focus on what's going on.
Yeah, okay, yeah. And then about CYO camp, so you've been there for 10 years working there?
I was in charge of it for 10 years. I replaced Monsignor Armstrong, and I did the winter program, which was retreats, and then the great summer camp.
Yeah, I've been there once.
June through August, really magical.
You're still doing that, right?
I help with masses there, and I do 3 retreats for our parish.
Oh, yeah, I've been. Those are fun. And, excuse me. Sorry, I'm just blanking out right now. Do you have any questions about, ever question how life is, fair or unfair sometimes like that? Do you ever question how that works?
Well, a lot of people that I deal with are in situations where they're dealing with something that's very, very difficult, whether it's someone who has a terminal disease and they become aware of it, or whether it's a divorce that takes place, or whether it's the death of a family member. Those are absolutely, they stop the person's life, and they have to kind of take a look at what's going on.
Yeah, and I'm sure you believe that there's life after death and everything like that, for sure.
If there's not life after death, then I'm in the wrong business.
Yeah, definitely.
I've often thought about that, because one time I went to a funeral that the person was not a believer in the afterlife. And it was a young kid who died in a car accident. He was 13 years of age. And the kid that was driving him was 16 years of age, and so he asked me if I'd go to this funeral at this community center in Sebastopol, and I went there. And the preacher gets up, and the guy's name was Adam that died 13 years. Says, well, he's gone. Never see him again. His life is over. What a shame. We'll never see him again. And everybody in the church was sinking down as he was talking, because he was saying we'll never see him again.
Yeah.
And we believe we do.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, definitely. And just one last thing. Do you have any advice for anybody, since you've been through like the church and all the different stuff you had to do, like life lessons that maybe somebody should like use? If
there's any life lesson that I would say is that when someone's making a decision about what they want to be in life, you want to be sure that you are picking something that you are going to be happy with. It's really your decision. And if you're in a profession or something and it's not working out, and you have the ability to change, you want to do that, because you'll know when it feels right. You'll know when what you're doing is the right thing to do. And if you're not doing the right thing you do, you're going to be a very unhappy person.
Cool. You should probably have your own talk show. Thank you, Monsignor.
Okay. My pleasure. God bless.
Cool.